Hey man, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it. My partner had something come up, so you're stuck with just me, but it'll flow just fine.
Gotcha.
So, for those not familiar with Carbonstone, can you give us the 2-sentence elevator pitch?
Industrial alternative hard rock / metal. Been around for a good while, well over a decade.
Nice. And over that decade, things have changed dramatically in the musical landscape, not just with the pandemic we're dealing with now, but things have changed dramatically. How has it been keeping up with it and writing songs and through all of this?
It actually, it was weird because we actually reformed back in like mid to late 2019, and we haven't really started playing the shows yet, and we were gearing up for it in 2020, and then the pandemic happened, so we said, okay, let's just keep writing music, and we just took that whole year to write, and I remember being in a real slump towards the end of the year, obviously with COVID and everything, everybody, right. A huge depression, and the huge amount of inspiration hit me at January of this year to do a whole new album. So, like I said, it didn't hurt us too bad because we weren't out touring or playing shit.
Right. When you're, Dark Matter is the album that's coming out in October, right? October 29th, I believe.
Yep. 29th. Yep.
So you guys are going the route of the full length album, which I think a lot of bands, let me backtrack. The music business has a new model, right? Everybody's releasing like single after single. Are you going to plan on doing that as well? Or are you just sticking with the old school release?
We started doing that. We started doing the single by singles. And then it's, to me, it feels like you're robbing your listeners if you just keep putting out a single and a single. Because I'm a huge music consumer myself.
Right.
And there's nothing beats an album, man, when you open that album up on your iTunes or whatever, and it goes track by track by track. You just get in the zone with it. You know what I mean? So I'm a huge fan, and it just felt like the right time to give the fans an album.
So I'm an old school fan too, and I like the idea of the full album, and listening to it the way you meant it to be listened to, looking at the artwork, looking, whatever. But I also think there's an art in sequencing that is lost to the people that are downloading one song at a time, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the thing about this album we have coming out is it actually is a concept album.
My dog is about to knock over. Sorry. My dog
It's okay. I got like 20 cats running around me.
He's been here all day and hasn't done anything, and now he wants to like crawl under my chair. Sorry.
Until I get on here. I love it. What was I saying? I was saying it's a concept album, so you have to listen to it from the beginning to the end, and you're not going to get that full feeling of what I'm trying to convey lyrically unless you actually do that. So like you said, absolutely right. Yeah.
What I know the single out, AM Trauma, but what is you said it's a concept album. What is it you want your fans to walk away from after listening to a Carbonstone record or this record in particular, Dark Matter?
That's perfect. It's a really dark record. The lyrical content is pretty dark, obviously, so I want them to walk away basically feeling like they're not alone, and that there are other people out there that have been through some darker times in life, and I just want people to connect to it lyrically, connect to me lyrically, and walk away actually feeling better about life in general, if that makes sense.
It does, and so that brings up a whole bunch of questions. So I'm going to fire them off, and we'll see where they end up. One,
cool.
We're all going through it, so it's sort of something to connect to, like you said. But do you have stories of people that have sent you messages, emails, or stopped over at shows and said, "Hey, this song connected to me"? And on top of that, do you ever feel too vulnerable putting something out there? Do you ever say, "I can't put this out there," or do you just go balls in and do it?
Dude, that is awesome. Awesome questions there. This is definitely the most personal album I've ever written in my entire life. Some of the songs on this album I've actually held on to for 10 years that I have not released to the public. So absolutely vulnerable in that aspect. I'm typically a balls to the wall kind of writer, but this one I've been very hesitant on doing. And in fact, there's a title track on the album called Dark Matter itself. And it's pretty messed up, and I'm really excited for people to hear it. But yeah, man, so there's so much emotion poured into this thing.
Do you find it cathartic as well?
I do. I do. I do. There's a ton of release that comes with all of this at the same time. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not going to go down, the crazy dark path and all that stuff, but there's definitely been a lot of stuff I've been through in my lifetime,
right,
that I have not put on pen and paper and sung about until this upcoming album. So, shit.
It's out there, man. Once it's out there, do you worry that like friends, family are going to get a hold of it and go, "Oh crap, I didn't know that," or do you just it's out and you're good?
I'm prepared for questions. I remember that when one of the songs, Dark Matter, the actual song with the studio engineer, who's also a band member, and my wife was in the studio, and I looked both of them in the face, and I said, before I go in there and track the lyrics to this song you guys never heard, I am okay. I literally had to say that. Yeah, so it's pretty dark, man. So yeah, I'm prepared for questions and all that stuff, but I am good. I'm a huge positive person. And I try to help and uplift as many people as I can.
Sure.
So,
I think, especially nowadays, I think that's a good thing, especially with music being an escape for so many people.
That's 1,000%. Yeah.
So I mean, people from the outside that don't know what you do or what the community is about think it's all just this really, dark shit and it's whatever. But in the end, it's how you get through it. I think I don't want to speak for you, but I know it's how I get through it. Just listening to it, and being like, on 11 to quote Spinal Tap. That's how I'm getting through the last 2 years. Right.
Yep. It's literally the artist is healing and the listener's healing at the same time through the same song. And that is absolutely incredible to be able to do that, be a part of that. You know what I mean? It's just,
I don't think there's no. And I don't think there's any other sense or, I mean, you can't taste. None of that stuff is anything like music when it connects to you like that.
Absolutely. And myself as well. I'll still hear a song from a new artist and be like, wow, man, that really hit me right here. And nothing else compares to it. Nothing.
I'm on a wormhole here, but on top of that, you can listen to a song and music is like a weird time capsule in your brain, right? I can hear a song and go, holy shit, I remember being in junior high school, at the prom or whatever. and I'm right back there again.
Right here in your head, man. Yeah. And it's good memories, man. Absolutely. Huge Rolling Stones fan, actually, when I was a wee little lad.
Right.
I'm a military brat, so constantly traveling all over the country. Father is constantly jumping bases. And my mother was always blasting Voodoo Lounge, cassette tape, obviously, back then. So that's where I got my kick in the door for rock music. And then it just kind of went on after that with everything else.
Yeah.
Anytime I hear any Rolling Stones song, takes me right back.
It's crazy how that does that. Sorry, I'm down a wormhole. How did Carbonstone get signed with Pavement? How did that come about?
We actually didn't get signed with them. We're just in a partnership with them.
Okay.
But I've been a fan of Pavement for a long time, ever since they've been around, actually. And we reached out to them years ago, and the timing wasn't right for anybody. But we reached out to them again earlier this year, and they were stoked about AM Trauma specifically, and that's where it all fired off. And we've been working with them ever since, and it's been awesome. Great guys.
We do a lot of work. We do a lot of stuff with their artists, and they've always been really good. And I know we hear nothing but good stuff about them. Sorry, my dog is, I don't know what the hell my dog is doing.
It's all good, man. Animal lovers over here, man.
I've been doing these all day. We do them like once a month. So we schedule them like every half hour, one day a month or whatever. And he's been out here all afternoon, and I think he's tired now. He's ready to go.
I got you.
What are you guys planning? Jesus. What are you guys planning? What the hell?
Awesome, man. Awesome. This is called live.
This is called Spinal Tap. What do you guys have planned for live? Are you guys? I know it's early. Everything's sort of up in the air. Are you doing anything live?
Our plan was to get out there and start doing shows again early next year. Little East Coast spring run, but like I said, we're starting to kind of hold back and pull back a little bit because everybody's closing shit up again.
Yeah.
And it's just, I thought next year was going to be the year we could just jump out there, but
I don't know. Here we are in October, and I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. So at the best, we're going to have a new record out to promote everywhere, all over the place, and at least give people something to listen to. And if we can get to the shows, hopefully next year sometime, then then we will. But if we can't, we understand it.
Where are you on? Have you tossed around the live stream sort of thing, or is that not?
We're actually going to be doing a live stream on October 29th, the evening of our release. So there you go. So we're shooting for.
I actually didn't know that. That wasn't a setup. I wasn't aware.
Yeah, hey, that's perfect. Yeah. So I think we're going to do it. It's either going to be on our YouTube or Facebook page, either one. But it's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we're going to do a couple songs off the new album. That'd be fun.
Oh yeah, and fans will get a chance to hear it. But what's it going to be like when you finally get out there and play again? And are you nervous about getting out there and playing again because you've had such a long stretch?
I absolutely am.
Yeah, I imagine so.
It's like riding a bike. I'm sure once that chord is struck, first note sung, I'll be fine. But that building up to that first show is going to be absolutely insane for me. A lot of jumping around and getting in the zone.
Oh yeah, but I imagine it doesn't, and don't take this the wrong way, it doesn't even matter how you come across, because people like me in the audience are going to be so damn excited to be at a show that the intensity is going to be insane anyway, right?
Yep, just throw the energy out. If I fuck up, make mistakes, so be it. And
I don't even think anybody would care, party, right? Right. It's just
absolutely. Hell yeah.
Because it's been I've only seen one show in the last 2 years. I actually saw the Dirty Heads in Sublime a couple weeks ago, just because it was live music and I needed to see something. But I'm in Richmond, Virginia, which is a decent sized city, but we haven't had any shows at all. I think I'm going to see Gojira next week, but there you go. Yeah, that'll be nice. But that's like I don't know, a fluke, I guess is the word I'm looking for. There's nothing coming through here at all.
It's and same here in Baltimore. It's really
well, you're a little lucky. You've got some great venues right there.
Rams Head Live's my favorite.
Yeah, but you got that whole section, and I keep looking at the routing schedules of people playing, and everyone's playing there. Like I know Cradle of Filth is coming up there. There's a bunch of good stuff that I might make the drive up because I can't take not seeing anything anymore. Put a mask on and go see it.
Yeah, I'm on the same page with you there. Just it's only a couple hour drive. You'll be okay.
It's about 3. I get
get a hotel room. You'll be fine.
I get spoiled. We have some great venues here in Richmond, and I got spoiled over the years because you could just go to a show, and any day of the week there was 10 to pick from. There were so many things, and now I'm looking. And
now it's just like
Baltimore is the only thing I can find.
Damn us.
But you do have a good setup. You do have a good setup there by the water with the amphitheater and then all those clubs right there by the aquarium, right?
Yep. I remember seeing Cedar there a couple of years back at the amphitheater out there on the wall. That was incredible. Yeah.
I've been to the Death Metal Fest, Maryland Death Metal Fest there. They have it I think every spring, but yeah, I've been there once, and crazy amount of venues and places to hang and party.
We actually played that a long time ago. I think that was with oh my God. I think Soilwork was actually there.
Oh, really?
I think it was Soilwork. Yeah. So that's we're talking like 10 years ago. We did the Death Fest. That was a good time too. So, but hell yeah.
Soilwork has put out some of their best stuff lately. I know I'm all over the map here today, but have you heard the new Soilwork?
I have not heard the new Soilwork, and now I need to go check it out when we get off.
Oh my God. I believe it's a concept album as well, but it is really, really good.
I still remember the Stabbing the Drama, that record back in the day that's still in my top, man. Such a good damn album.
Yeah. I've done a lot of work with Bjorn over the years on my cooking show and a bunch of other things. And do you know that he's part of that Night Flight Orchestra? Are you hip with that?
No, I didn't know.
So, God damn it. Sorry. My whole freaking thing is going to go crazy. He's got this like 70s disco band, sort of like an ABBA almost show band. Look it up. It's the Night Flight Orchestra.
There's shit.
I think it does better than Soilwork.
Night Flight Orchestra.
I think it does better than probably Soilwork does. And it's a Swedish thing. I mean, he wears like the white leisure suits, and it's so different from Soilwork. I am so sorry here.
No, man, you're good.
Yeah, it's very different than Soilwork.
Even better. It has to be different.
It is, but it's funny because the fans, because of Soilwork, they've got a lot of bangers at their shows and a lot of, on their Facebook pages. It's really weird how it all crosses over.
That's awesome. I totally got to check that out. Damn, dude.
Very cool stuff. It's not what you're thinking. Think of like ABBA almost. It's very Swedish pop, I guess is the best way I could put it.
That is mind-blowing.
Right.
I got to check that shit.
Because you hear him singing that stuff and playing the Death Fest and then doing, Swedish pop. It's weird, but it's very, very cool. And they're signed to Nuclear Blast as well. They just took them both on, which is an odd combination. Awesome. Yeah. Very cool.
That's awesome, though. Nuclear Blast is a killer label.
Yeah. Sorry, let's go back to Carbonstone for a second. So after the record, I'm all over the map. I know we're here to talk about you guys. What do you guys have planned? Albums out October 29th. What do you have planned after that? Live stream. What's going forward from there?
Live stream and hopefully doing the live shows again. And I guess my plan B, if we can't get out there and be playing shows because of, bullshit COVID, is to come back and start writing the next one. You know what I mean?
There you go. Right.
Just constantly keep the music flowing, and hopefully the inspiration stays as burning as it is right now. It's been insane. The amount of inspiration with this thing, it's just nuts.
That's good. So do you have other stuff already written for a new project, or?
Yeah, there was a couple of songs that didn't make this cut, so they're just going to go on to the next one. And I remember somebody asked me a question about some of the older songs that I've never released that made it to this record. They asked if it would have felt right releasing them back then, and that was a really cool thing I thought about. Was no. There's no way I could have released some of these songs 10 years ago.
Right.
Because I went through so much to be who I am now, to be able to, does that make any kind of sense? So
absolutely.
It's wild, man.
And if fans want to get a hold of you, you want to give us drop us your Facebook links?
Yep. It's just www.facebook.com/Carbonstone Music. And we have a website, www.carbonstone.net. All things Carbonstone on there. Merch, you can get merch from us on there. And we're insanely active on all of our socials, and that's Twitter and Instagram. And if you type in Carbonstone, we'll pop up everywhere. So,
all right, cool. And two more things. One, if I get up there for any of these shows, I will send you a message, because there's definitely a list that I want to catch up. Maybe we can get a beer or something. And
hell yeah.
Right on, my friend. Hope that wasn't too bad. I was all over the place.
No. Man, you're great. It's called live. That's the whole point of live.
I have a list of questions, and I probably only asked a couple of them because we just get down wormholes and talk. So, and I think it makes for a better show.
It does. Real. Just be real, man. I appreciate it very much. Awesome.
Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate it. I'll send you a link when it's up. Be well. Take care.
Awesome. You too, brother.
Right out. Bye.
Peace out.
Hello out there. Yes, hello out there, everyone. I'm Hal Schwartz.
And I'm Flynn McLean. Together, we host None But the Brave, a podcast dedicated to the music and career of Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce and E Street Band are on tour right now for the first time in 6 years, and we're taking a detailed look at what's happening on stage in our bi-weekly episodes.
We've also been recently joined by some very exciting guests, including rock journalist Warren Zanes and Stephen Hayden, Backstreet's Magazine founder Charles Cross, and Barstool's Kirk Minahan.
If you're a diehard Springsteen fan, this is the show for you.
So please subscribe to None But the Brave on your favorite podcasting platform, and we hope to see you further on up the road.
Thank you so much. We'll be seeing you.